Hi everybody, it's Carol from O'Brien Custom Turning, and I want to talk to you just a little bit about choosing a shape for your diamond painting pen. I did a video for you the other day and showed you where to find the album in our Facebook page, and ended up that I'd made a mistake and uploaded that with no sound. So I had to take that completely down, so here we are again and starting all over. So my apologies for that. Obviously, this is a new process for me and I am learning much as I go. So with that said, shoot me off comments, even for things on what you'd like to see done differently in our videos and how we can make them better. And I sure welcome any of those hints and tips that you can give me to help as we learn this process together. For creating a shape on your diamond painting pen, you can find our album on our Facebook page. And all you need to do is go to Facebook, and in the search box, put in our shop name, O'Brien Custom Turning. Once you get to our Facebook page, then you want to click on the Media tab. And then from the Media tab, click on Albums. And then after you are on the album screen, click on Available Shapes. Within our Shapes album, you'll see that we have 40+ different options you can choose from. You can scroll up and down and look at them all at once. Each one has a photo on the left-hand side of the different example shapes. And then on the right-hand side, I have typed in the name of that shape for you. If you want to see a close-up view of each of them, you can click on the actual picture itself, and it will blow that up on the side for you. So you can see a close-up view of that pen itself and then the description of it. A few things to note. Very important that you understand that we do not take shape ideas from other creators. What I mean by that is there are a lot of shapes and techniques that all turners create. Every turner makes straight lines. Every turner knows how to make a swoop. Every turner makes bumps. Every turner makes divots. Every turner makes grooves. There's some things out there that are pretty specialized that maybe Turner X is the only one out there in the industry right now that's doing it. If you were to send me a picture of a pen and ask us to duplicate it that another turner's done, if it's something that is not in our album of example shapes that we create, I'm going to tell you that I'm sorry, we can't do that. And here's the reason why. We're not going to take another creator's artistic designs and claim them as our own. And the simple reason for that is we don't want someone to do it to us. We've had it done to us, and I assure you it was no fun. It was bad enough the day that someone took our ideas. It was even worse the day that they took our ideas and even gave them the exact same name. So we decided our integrity says it's not happening. And we will not take ideas or designs from another creator. Now, that does not mean that we won't try original and new things. So if you take one of our designs and think that, you know, this has got 3 bumps on the right side, and I think it should have 2 bumps, and then a line, and then a bump, and a circle, and tell Sean, and he'll try it, just so you didn't get that idea from another creator. You also can take any of our shapes and squish 2 different things together. If it'll fit on the particular blank you chose, he's willing to try that. You also can use pen and paper and draw out an idea that's something you want him to try. So as long as it doesn't come from someone else, you have open playing field and anything's fair game. As long as he can understand what you want him to try to create, he's pretty willing to try anything for you. I also want to talk to you just a little bit about thicknesses. Almost all of our pens, 98% of them, are what we call regular thickness. Now, when we create a pen, we are not pulling out our calipers and measuring them. He turns every one of our items by hand, and they're just eyeballed. He looks at them on the lathe, and when they get to what he says, yep, that's a diamond painting pen, that's our regular thickness pen. They all are approximately the size of a Sharpie marker. Now, you can request your pen be a thin pen. A thin pen would be a special request. If you have a special request for a thin pen, you're going to let me know at the time you put your order in. If you happen to have selected a blank that is not going to be conducive for a thin pen, I'm going to tell you at the time that you put your order in that perhaps that particular blank's not a good selection for that. The same thing is true if you want your pen to be a thick pen. You're going to let me know at the time you put your order in that you would like your pen to be a thicker pen, and I'll let you know the same thing. If the blank you selected is not going to be conducive for your pen to be a thicker pen, I'll let you know. Now, what happens if we are turning your pen and you've requested a thick pen and the blank starts and it's too thin to be a thick pen? That happens sometimes, and I just did a video today where I showed some blanks that came into us that are supposed to all be the same size, and they're not. So hop over and peek at that video and you'll see what I'm talking about. When that happens, I just send you an email and we chat about it and decide what you want to do. If you want to pick a new blank, if you want to go with a smaller size, if you want us to order you another one and you'll wait a little bit longer till it comes in, there's a whole bunch of options. So we talk about that when it happens. The other side of the coin is if you've ordered a thin pen and Sean starts to turn it, and sometimes he'll get a blank on the lathe, he'll come in and he'll talk to me and he'll say, you know, customer wants a thin pen and this blank is getting really friable. And I can tell as I'm turning it, it's hit the point. If I keep pushing it, this blank is going to shatter and explode in the lathe. So at that point, of course, he quits turning it any further because it doesn't do you any good if it explodes, and certainly doesn't do him any good to have a blank explode in his face. So at that point, I send you the same email and we have a discussion. Do you want the pen the way it is? And I'll send you a picture to show you the thickness he's able to get it to. Or do you want to select another blank? Do you want to try something different? And we go through all the different choices to let you pick something. Really, with shape choices, you have got so many different options. The really important thing is just to talk to me. You know, we do that with our Facebook orders, of course, via Facebook Messenger. But if you're sending your order to me as an Etsy order, you can always talk to me on Etsy private messages before you put an order in. You can also send me a email at any time, even if there's not an immediate message or order involved with that. Feel free to send me those messages and we can have conversations to help you get exactly what you want. Now we have two additional items that we lump them in with diamond pens, but they really aren't, but they are. The first one is our O'Brien Placerette. Sean created this one way back when we first started the business. Our O'Brien Placerette is a way that he created to use up cutoffs, because we make a lot of crochet handles and those only use up 3 to 3.5 inches of a 5-inch blank. So he had these little pieces that were 1.5 inches long, and it's just breaking our heart to throw those pieces away. So he said, well, you know what? What'll happen if we make just a little mini baby placing tool? And he said, you know, it's not a diamond pen because it's just itty bitty. It's a tool, a placer. So they're peanut shaped and they have a bump in the middle and they're a placerette. They are great for kids because they're little, so kids with little hands. They're also great to travel with. And then some people like just the short little tools. Those also we can make thick and thin. They traditionally come with just a single tip on both sides. But if you have a request, you can let me know you want something different. One of the things that's really nifty about a placerette, I have my big bowl out in the workshop that is just filled with cutoff pieces that we cut off of, like the crochet handles and anything else that people say, no, I don't want to use that, just throw it in your bowl. If you tell me that you want a random O'Brien Placerette, I go pick one out of the bowl for you and it's only $20. As compared to right now, our base price on a diamond painting pen is $30, so you're saving $10 on each one. Now you certainly get to tell me a color. You can say, you know, I hate yellow. So if I draw one out of the bowl that's yellow, I'm going to throw it back in and pick you another one. Because our main goal with any item I sell you, I want you to love it. So I'm not going to send you a yellow pen if you hate yellow. That makes no sense for anybody. But you can tell me, you know, I prefer glitter. Or I like blue and I love purple, and whatever it is, I'll try to find you one that matches that. And those are available for you at any time. You just shoot me off an email or a message and tell me you want those. The second one that is different than a diamond painting pen but still in the same family is our palm placers. And this actually was an iteration that came off of a Placerette. And that happened because one of our customers sent us an email and she said, you know, I love your Placerette. Love the size, love how it fits in my hands, but it's just a little bit too thin for me. And is there some way you can take a fat blank and modify it? So thus our O'Brien palm placer was born. And what Sean did is he took that same peanut shape, but he rounded the top. So it is rounded on the top to fit in the palm of your hand, and it traditionally will have a single placer on the bottom. Looks like a little peanut, and it's intended to be held overhand in a palm grip. The caveat with the palm placer is you must select a bottle stopper blank. Now you can choose those from any vendor of your shape. I tend to keep some in stock, so if you have a color you're looking for, again, you know the routine by now, send me a message and let me know what color you're looking for. I also have many of our vendors that I work really closely with that are more than happy to make a custom one for us anytime we want. So, 10-15 minutes down and dirty, everything that you never wanted to know about how to select a blank for your diamond, or a shape for your diamond painting pen. But I hope you found at least a little nugget that was useful and something that you can use next time that you're just wondering what's the best shape for me. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.